Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to the Great British Hobbit League YouTube channel. You have the GBHL host, GBHL Jamie.
And not GBHL Damien.
Yeah.
Roving reporter.
Yeah. That's who you are.
Apparently, that's to the public.
Subscribers, yeah.
Absolutely. That's all I am. I'm just a job title to you.
Roving reporter.
I haven't roved in a while.
You haven't?
I'm too busy.
Get on it. Winning. Yeah, when you're winning, you don't find time to do
too
stuff.
Too busy.
It's mainly fluff tournaments where you find time to do stuff.
It's when I'm being pounded relentlessly, and I finish my games in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I go, can I interview you, please? People are coming up to me. Yeah, yesterday with like Trey's models going, do you want to interview me? I was like,
busy. Got 15 minutes.
No time.
10 minutes in between games.
No one got time for that.
No, nobody got time for that. So, this video, we're not even explain what it is. You've probably seen on the title. It's unboxing the box, and the box is this treasure chest of toys that Damien has. Yeah,
I recently moved house, and obviously as part of that, you have to pack everything up.
Yeah.
And all my still in blister, still in boxes stuff, got put in one box. So it's like a little box of.
I'll bring the camera around to show off
the box of nerd porn.
And there, hopefully you can see this. Is it?
There you go. That's what you're looking at.
Wow.
Which might not show the depth.
The depth of it.
There's the.
My goodness.
There's the depth we're looking at.
So we're gonna have a sort of a showing off session here.
We might open some of it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll open some of it. I think.
Soap and some of it.
Yeah. Soap and some of it. Yeah.
Do you want
your toys?
Do you want to
Well, let's go for this one.
Alright.
This is the Warriors of Harad.
Warriors of Harad, that's pretty exciting.
Is it a 12?
That's a 24.
It's a 24 set
and
box.
And the price tag's why I got that.
£20.50, that's good.
They were panic bought. For any of you who remember back to when the source books came out, which was it was in January, wasn't it?
Yes, it was in one of the GTs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They released it and I was like,
yeah, it was just before. Yeah.
It was the second. It was at the end of our first day of GT. He said, "Oh, and by the way, these books are for sale in the shop."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't out.
Oh man, literally. Oh, thanks. Everyone in the tournament hall just kind of went.
Well, I went and bought them.
I'll buy all 5.
Yeah. And as a result of that, then that's when the very controversial decision to go to 12 boxes happened.
Yeah.
12 boxes?
12 boxes. 12 models per box.
And so what you could do, despite the fact you couldn't then buy them anymore on the website, all the shops still had them.
All the old stock.
Yeah. So people just ran to GWs because suddenly these models that were exactly the same price suddenly seemed like a bargain.
Yeah.
So I remember getting them, and I got 24 Wood Elves, which here.
Oh,
there you go. Oh, how's that for a segue?
Look at the old box. It's so big.
Big box with 24 Wood Elves, also for £20.50.
Oh.
So that was smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I bought Corsairs. I panic bought Corsairs. I was like, what if I need Reavers in the future?
Yeah. What if I need every model in the range in the future?
Exactly.
24 of them.
Exactly.
And as you can see, it would have been 2.5 years ago, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So 2.5 years ago, I panic bought these because I needed them.
And they're still cellophane wrapped.
Yeah. So that went well.
Good painting.
Yeah. As I think you'll find with an awful lot of stuff in here. But that's now 30 quid.
Yeah.
That would now cost you 30 quid. So I've saved money.
Exactly. You have.
Yeah, I've invested.
Because you would use these, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. And I don't think we need to speak much about Wood Elves because the channel seems well versed on them, and we've spoken about Harad in nearly every Q&A.
Yeah, they're just plastic troops as well, not particularly exciting.
No.
Sorry if some of this we don't know if some of this might seem like an utter tease.
Yeah, because it's like, look what we have.
But
Damien.
Yeah. We'll go buy it as they come out, see if things are fun. This is simple to do.
Yeah.
Look. Remember
the Goblin
him?
King.
It's the Goblin King, the Finecast Goblin King throwing a goblin.
Link will be in the description below to that video.
We are now in June.
Yep.
Nearly the end of June. You may have seen me and James unbox this in February. As you can see, it has made outstanding progress. Story of my life. Not too much to dwell on that, as we have gone over it in some detail.
Yeah.
Next up, there's something else that's
breaking of the fellowship.
Here it is. It's the breaking of the fellowship set.
Link to that in the description below as well.
This also was unboxed in February and has not made it much further. But
however,
Legolas, who in that video, if you go back and watch it, I say he's going to be the next one. He's going to be the first one to paint. He's out of the box.
Oh,
he's over in a case because he
case.
was going to be painted for my Battle of Five Armies army.
Oh yeah.
And then I went with Fluff.
Oh, you went with Thranduil, didn't you?
Yeah. So
he's out of the box.
He's physically closer to the paint station. Whether or not,
He gets painted, but yeah.
We've done them as well.
Done that one. So
Go. You'll die.
Alright, next one is some Grimhammers. Have these been opened? These feel quite light.
I don't know. Find out.
Yes, these have got.
Oh, these are. Oh god. Oh, this is brand new. We can talk about these.
We can talk about these.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Because these are potentially important. Because these, if you have a look, we get a few of these out.
Yeah.
Anyone who's seen any of the videos talking or looking at my Erebor dwarfs, these are the remainder of them. I've painted up 12.
Oh yes, I see. Yeah.
If you have a look, that's a Grimhammer with a spear. See that little spear? So these are separated into their little baggies because these guys, everyone's got a spear. Like that guy, there's another spear in there, are going to be a spearman, and I think you probably have.
I've got the Grimhammers.
The Grimhammers, yeah.
The actual Grimhammers themselves, they got both component parts.
So to convert these, I went through the 24 models, and I wanted 6 Grimhammers because I don't think they're as awful as the world thinks.
Yeah. Really?
Utterly optimised? No, of course not. But usable. If you're only fighting strength 3, then you don't need defense 7. Throwing weapons, you great throwing weapons. Like don't yell at me. I'm not saying they're the best thing in the world, but they're not terrible and they're fairly pointed. So to do those conversions, I wanted 6 Grimhammers for a bit of variety.
Yeah.
So I had to pick the 6 poses
that you wanted to keep.
I really wanted them to look like they were holding with 2 hands.
Yeah.
So there's certain poses where they're doing that.
Yeah.
They were the easiest ones to convert into axes and spears.
Yeah.
So before I started cutting them up, I bagged them all up.
Yeah.
And these are actually going to be. I might leave these out of the box.
Oh really?
Because these are relatively high on the painting list.
To expand on that force.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and to hopefully turn the dwarf that force.
Yeah.
He's just pointing off into the distance.
There's that force there.
Yeah. The Battle of 5 Armies.
Yeah.
Force. Hopefully these are probably going to be the second next thing I paint.
Second next? What's the next thing?
I think we might find it in the box. So yeah, that was quite cool. You might have enjoyed that.
Keep guessing which one's the next thing you're going to paint. Right? Do you want to,
comment below.
What you think
right now? While you're watching this, what's the next thing I'm going to paint is? Ooh, indeed.
Right.
That was you?
Yeah, it was me.
This is an Isengard troll.
Slash Mordor troll.
Mordor troll.
Plastic kit?
Yeah, plastic kit. Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah. So, Mordor troll, we all know is quite good. What do you think of the Isengard troll? As an Isengard player, when would you include a troll, do you reckon?
Well... When would I include a troll?
Well, that's not a troll.
I think it is.
Oh, it is.
I think the answer is here.
Yeah. Very rarely.
Yeah, I got him. I had some vouchers. I think I got a birthday voucher or something. Like 25 quid, and my Isengard army was essentially finished.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the troll, so I went and picked him up.
Yeah.
And I do like him, and I really like. Probably give him some of this stuff, can't we? Yeah. So you got the Isengard shield there.
A very big version of an Isengard shield.
A huge one. You got the drum. It's obviously all the parts as well as the plastic kit that makes the drum up. Different arms, and the Isengard one I really like is that guy.
One with the Uruk-hai helmet.
He's that guy there, with the Uruk helmet. So you get all the different heads, and I really like the design of it.
He looks cool. It looks like a big Uruk-hai.
Yeah,
big old Uruk-hai.
And I've seen some really nice conversions
of
this kit. Nick Baton did a scout, didn't he? He's done a Berserker one, which is amazing. And
I've seen a couple of people who do use the hand. I'm sure it's in this one.
You got a couple of hands?
Oh, that's it. They've converted them to have a bit more sort of depth to them, and made little stones so that when he shoots for a stone, they put a stone in it.
It's pretty cool.
To remind them he's got a throwing stone.
Oh, they actually place it inside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. So I like it. I really like the kit.
What do you reckon the strengths and weaknesses of the Isengard troll? Why wouldn't you include one?
It's an awful lot of points. He's 115, 105?
105, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And the problem with trolls is they're an awful lot of points and they're very easy to
wizard around or sentinel use.
They've got a low courage, so they often fail courage tests if you break. As soon as there's a wizard, they're the first thing to immobilise every turn. I do like him. I think they're probably worth it. He goes up a defence on Cave Troll, doesn't he?
He's defence 8.
Defence 8.
But he can shield. He can shield. But he remains fight 6 in comparison to the Mordor troll, who's fight 7, who actually gains a bigger purpose because he can go against.
He can be Aragorn.
Absolutely.
Because that's the other thing about these guys. They don't. a heroic strike guarantees it.
Yeah.
Whereas against a Mordor troll, I know you'll
It's a 1 in 6 chance, but there's always that chance, and it forces them to burn them out.
There's also been, I've also debated using him at 500 points when I've constantly moaned that Isengard don't have a 500 point leader. So rather than having a leader, your big model is the troll.
Yeah.
I've thought about that in the past.
Yeah.
But still not done it. I think I'm now in the Thryden camp on that as well.
Yeah.
I think Thryden's the guy I've been looking for. Yeah. But it's a lovely kit, and he was so close to being done. I've got a few dregs of an Isengard army left. I've got like 3 Ferals, 3 Berserkers, and this guy essentially. And I finally started painting Thorin's company, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was then on to the shiny.
Hooked onto Battle of 5 Armies.
So yeah.
So back in the box he goes.
One day.
Maybe.
Oh no, he doesn't want to go back in the box. But 60 mil base as well.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Cave Troll, which is on a 40 build, which is really interesting. Cave Troll's on 40.
I think
it's a bit of legacy, isn't it?
The Birder model works really well because he's obviously a hero on that small side base. I rate the
I mean, I'm like at the tournament yesterday when I played Kieran, he had 3 Cave Trolls, and the way I took one of them down with a strike, I think, and I took one of them down with command. Yeah. Because they're quite easy to do. But I like them. I think they're fun. A lot of people take the
Isengard ones.
trolls.
Yeah.
And chieftains, troll chieftains.
Troll chieftains are very popular. Hero monsters are brilliant.
Is that my pick?
Your pick now, yes, yeah.
Here we have Hunter Orcs on Fell Wargs. Now these guys have they're a bit bashed because these were sent to me from Germany.
Oh wow!
From a lovely One Ring user called Chief Hugh.
Oh yeah.
I think he's American. He's in the military.
Oh, okay, so he's stationed in Germany.
He's stationed in Germany, and we did a trade. And he was a very nice guy. He'd never traded on it before.
Yeah.
He was quite happy to send first, and I had to send him to America to send him to Germany.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so he wouldn't get his figures for like a month.
Oh goodness! So he had to trust.
He had to trust me for a month. But yeah, really good. So thank you if you're out there, Chief Hugh.
Fingers crossed.
They got here safe, and these are the startings of an army of Thrall, essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
I was like, okay, yeah.
You agree.
Hunter Orc.
Yeah, Hunter Orc army. A lot of this stuff that as we get to the bottom, a lot of the new stuff is Army of Thrall or Hunter Orcs that I just bought all up. Again, house moved. Before I moved house, I had some money. So I thought, buy it all now.
Whilst you've got the option.
Whilst I've got some disposable income. And then paint it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So these were the start.
Oh, good lord, there's loads. and reach the second layer.
Second level, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So you think that was the bottom?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's Hunter Orcs on Fell Wargs. I think they do what they do.
They do what they do. It's weird. I know. Always in two minds when I write an army of Hunter Orc. You got it in my head.
Army of Thrall.
Yeah, Army of Thrall list. Why they've got the movement, and when they win the fight, they've got the 4 strikes to wound.
Yeah.
But then when they're on foot, they get 2 attacks all the time, and it's always
save points
in your head. Like well, at least you've always got 2 attacks. So when you get countercharged, you can do it. And I'm always in two minds about.
I think it's fluff again. They're like the Uruk Scouts.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways that we've been
Very
using
cool.
some scenarios that they're not necessarily designed. I don't think they're designed to be optimum. They're designed to do a lot of the Thorin's Company scenarios. But Sam Page uses Hunter Orcs a lot, and he normally goes down I think he goes down like mixed warbands. So eight guys on foot with 4 who hide at the back, so they can't be charged,
back around,
and then run around and knock you down. And that's quite cool.
That's probably the way to do it.
I'm not overly keen on most of the models.
No.
I really like mounts. So let's focus on that. I really like this guy. He looks cool, but then this guy looks absolutely awful. Like he's kind of rearing up. I think.
Yeah.
That guy there.
There's a couple of goofy looking ones. Yeah.
And I wasn't that keen on them when they came out, but then I saw them in person, and they're a lot smaller than they look on the website.
Why don't you just open these up?
Yeah.
I've never seen them still on the spring.
Cool.
And I've always been intrigued whether are they moulded to the warg itself, or if you stick
the legs
them
are
on top?
moulded.
Ah, okay.
So annoying.
So you do have to buy a separate set of fell wargs. Find if you can see one there. His legs actually moulded to the model, so unfortunately you're not going to get dual use out of them like the old warg riders.
Which I'm desperately trying to find.
Damien's run off trying to find a mounted warg.
This was going to be easy.
We've had all the cases out whilst gaming today, so.
Hi. That was pretty seamless, right?
It was, yeah.
Because I'm not suggesting you necessarily want to do this, but these
The old Wild Riders.
are my old Wild Riders. Is that in focus?
It will be in a sec.
And what I did was I didn't glue them on. So if you kill the rider,
Yeah.
that happened.
That's
They
what
do
I do with mine as well.
Yeah.
You do have a little bit of a hole in the middle.
There's a hole in the back, and which there was a bit on the sprue, wasn't there? There was a little tuft of fur
To make it into a wild wog.
which then means you can't have the rider.
Yeah.
And what I did was I put cocktail sticks up their bums so that they sit on that little spike in them. And it's slightly aesthetically unpleasing, but it saves you a lot of money.
It saves you twice as much money.
Whereas, obviously, the thing is, if you want to do a 100 rock army, you need to buy.
A box of fell box.
Say you want 12 on foot and 12
Yeah.
on wild. You need 2 boxes of wild riders.
Yep.
A box of 12 for the foot guys. A box of 12 for your dismounts.
Yep.
And then 2 boxes of wargs for your dismounts.
So you very quickly rack up the price for it.
If you've got 12 wild riders, you have to spend £50 on dismounts, which is a little tough. But
well, you can always not have the dismounts or the loose wargs and just lose the mod when it dies. So
yeah, absolutely. Sam did that actually before he painted a lot of them, which was quite good of him. I played him once, and he just went out and got the models. They're dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, but yeah, they're nice. I think they're quite nice.
Cool.
Wild riders, and they can charge. They can charge anything.
Charge anything,
which is quite good.
Yeah, around corners.
Yeah.
It's always useful. Sometimes you're like, I can't see it.
That was
next.
my pick, was it?
Yes, was it? What's this? This is Lord of the Rings. This is Lord of the Rings.
These go together. It's
Oh.
kind of Lord of the Rings.
It's kind of Lord of the Rings.
Just a shout out for you. You know what these are.
This is our channel sponsors. These are Majestic Bear miniatures.
Yep.
Also in Shadow and Flame. I didn't realise they had packaging made up for them.
Yeah,
that's
very
very cool. So here are a birch tree giant and a willow tree giant that James has unboxed in the past, and I'll post that in the description below as well. So be sure to check them out.
One of them, this guy I traded with Dave for, I can't remember, but Ashrak was on there, I think, and a Mario Goblin Captain or something.
Oh, okay, so he's rounding off his collection.
Yeah, and then that guy he didn't have, and he was the one I really wanted. And then he, I don't know, 6 months ago, he said, I've got some more, and I went, right, I'll have one.
Do it.
Because what if he ran out?
Yeah. Then
I wouldn't have it.
yeah, exactly. So you got to buy it.
You got to buy it. There's nothing I can do. It'd be more expensive to not buy it.
That's very cool. I didn't realise they had their own packaging made up. That's very cool.
They're very nice. And again, one day.
One day.
I've also got, he's not in here, but I've got Treebeard in a case somewhere.
In a case.
And I'm pretty sure we might find in here another
Treebeard. Speak of the devil, it's an ent.
It's a metal ent.
Oh, these metal ents, very sort of.
There's an ent army in this box. So,
I'm not personally a huge fan of the old ents because I don't understand them.
You don't understand them?
No, I can't see where his face is.
It's that bit, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. I quite like it. I like it more than the plastic one.
Yes, the plastic one's rubbish.
I don't have the plastic one.
Good.
Maybe I should go and buy one, put it in the box.
And quickly like, oh.
I did have one actually. I traded it to Tom Harrison.
Really?
Captain Charming.
No, for me, the plastic ants look like sort of toilet roll tubes.
Yeah.
Walking towards you. Whereas these guys at least have a bit of pose, but they look a bit more tree man-y from Warhammer Fantasy.
But I actually think the new tree man from Fantasy, with a little bit of modification, would make a really good end.
Like getting rid of the big flaming sword.
Yeah, but that's only an option, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There's one that's just got his like claws out.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because he looks more like a, I think they look quite like a Guillermo del Toro kind of creation with the face.
Null facing.
Yeah. I thought that was a really cool model. I used to play with elves in Fantasy when I was a kid. They were always my favourite army. So did I say to you when we went up to that Mansfield tournament? It was the weekend that the Wood Elf book came out. And bear in mind, I'd ordered this, like most of this, from Slayer, which was some money. Yeah. And I was really tempted up there, driving up there, going, oh, you know, if I win or win a couple of prizes, you get store credit. And I was like, maybe I'll get the Wood Elf book. You know, and Tom, I remember Tom in the back going, no, why? You don't have the Warhammer rules. Yeah. You don't have anyone to play it with. You're like, why? And I was like, it's just that lust, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what the hobby does.
That's cool. I want it. Yeah. Like James was saying when he was at Warhammer World and he saw all the 40k models upstairs in the miniatures hall. Yeah. He was like, I want to do 40k. I don't know what it is, but I want to do it.
Yeah, well, that's what it all looks cool. Yeah. That's actually what got me into Lord of the Rings. How it looks. Cinematically, it looks brilliant. Yeah. Because it represents the right fight size. Whenever I see Warhammer, it's not an army. It's meant to be an army. It doesn't look like an army.
It's a bit too small. It's like 100 or so guys there, maybe.
Yeah, whereas the scenarios, that's why I love the narrative scenarios so much. They look, you know, Amon Hen looks like the right number of people. Yeah. While it's 2, it's the right number of models. Yeah. It just looks cool, I think.
Should we delve again?
Let's. Here's one for you. I like this.
Ooh.
That's worth a pretty penny now.
The old White Council. There's some very cool miniatures in there.
Very cool models.
Yeah,
so you might be a bit bitter and angry about this particular set at the moment.
One of you. So in this you get Glufindel on foot, Eristor, Círdan, the shipbuilder. Shipwright?
The what builder?
Círdan. I've got it wrong entirely, haven't I?
Oh, no, shipbuilder.
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 Ship.
Yeah, he's a ship.
He's a shipbuilder. Thranduil, Saruman, and Gladriel, Protectress of Lothlorien.
That's a great set.
It's a very cool set. I remember my friend bought this and I was probably jealous at the time.
Gorgeous, gorgeous set. Which was, that's another one of those obscene ones that was, I think, 20 quid when it came out.
And now goes top dollar.
I think I got that, I was quite lucky with that, relatively. I think I got that a year and a half ago for about 30.
That's
which
good.
I thought was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you get plenty of heroes in there.
There's some nice models in there though.
Yeah,
really nice.
I really like the old Thranduil.
Thranduil's good.
Games Workshop's old interpretation of what Thranduil was. Yeah,
it's one of my favourite Saruman poses.
Yeah,
look at it.
Actually, busty. Yeah.
And the Gladriel. Why are you annoyed with Gladriel?
I like Gladriel. I used her at the Unexpected Desolation as we need to get 2 models over 250 points. So mine were Celeborn and Gladriel, Protectress of the Florian. So I thought I'd give her a go. Give her a run in. You know, her and Thranduil with terror and -1 courage might be quite nice, but turns out I played heroes and things with fury, so she's kind of made redundant a little bit. And 3 attacks with strength 3 is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish.
She's like the it's quite a cool little version of her as when she goes a bit mental in Fellowship.
That's how I envisioned her when she sees the ring and becomes the Protectress for a second and then
maybe
pass the test.
Maybe we'll see her like that in Battle of the Five Eyes.
And I might get to use her again and be more pleased with her.
And that's the Saruman base. Just a couple of highlights there from you. I think that's really cool.
Snooker Saruman.
And you get into the whole exciting proxy issue with this that I think is very exciting.
Is he good Saruman or evil Saruman? Can he be used as both?
Would you be annoyed if someone used this as evil Saruman?
I wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't be. I think most people wouldn't be. But
you get the odd occasion.
Consider this. What about if they use the one with the Palantir as good Saruman?
I'd still be fine with it.
You'd still be fine with it?
Yeah.
What if they used Sharky as Saruman?
Sharky, of course, yeah. Then it's a little bit different because that is a different character.
And it's that kind of, and this is the terrifying thing of proxies.
Yeah.
That it's a slippery slope.
It's a very slippery slope to.
Like Grima, I really like the Worm model.
The Worm model's well cool. He's got the knife. He looks like Grima, but
can you use him?
I'd say yes again.
Yeah, exactly. Damn proxies.
Yeah.
And it is, sadly, and I've said this to a few people, it's that same scale that leads you to claiming your Warriors of Minas Tirith with a bit of white on them, or Roskilde's Veterans.
Yeah.
It's just further down.
Yeah.
Same scale.
Very
proxies.
Proxies, I know. Or it takes you again further towards that route of non-GW minis coming in. It's like, well, I've converted up a Rohan Warrior to be a Dunlending, and I've also got a couple of guys here who look the part but aren't GW. So we've talked about this quite a few times. It goes into a very few weird little grey areas.
Yeah, it's
what's acceptable, what's not.
It's a very strange thing. It's a very strange sort of mixed issue that I think people feel differently about.
Some people get very strongly.
Yeah, and I think they get narky about it and then don't get narky about. This is what I mean about the scale.
Yeah.
Some people go, that's absolutely fine, but they'll then say that that's not fine. It's all subjective. Yeah. It's all personal opinion.
Yeah. Interesting points. Comment below what you think about proxies.
Recognise this guy?
Oh, it's
the Master of Lake Town.
Yeah, it is.
Link below.
Have you unboxed him in the past?
Yeah, me and James unboxed this guy.
Did you?
Because he was James's prize at the last East Coast event. And he very kindly gave him to me, which was very nice of him. And I unboxed him, and I told James I was going to paint him at some point.
At some point, yeah.
And
he hasn't been painted.
I will. At some point. I saw a good combination coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
How about this? Father and Son. Throw the Last King into the Mountain and Thrain. Now these are 2 that we haven't actually unboxed before. So
funny.
If you've got a standing list. Oh wait, we have unboxed Thrain. We've not unboxed Thrall.
Okay. We can do this.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
We have a knife. I think we have a knife. Talk? We still in? Wait, I think there was a knife around here somewhere. There it is. It's right in front of us.
Don't move the knife.
There it is. Be careful when opening things, kiddies.
So Thrall and Thrain, I got for the Army of Thrall, as I said. I wanted them, and I'm a bit in my mildly pessimistic hat, which is only me at my most negative.
Yeah.
I'm a bit paranoid about. I know it's Lord of the Rings models that are vanishing, but I don't know how long they'll
Keep
support the models and all of them. And some of them have vanished. Radagast on foot. The new Radagast. You can't get him anymore. He's Finecast. Sharky and Worm. They're Finecast. You can't get them anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
And so some models are going.
Disappearing, aren't they?
And you can't get these in shops anymore either because they were a splash release.
Yeah.
So some models.
Rain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Rain. Some models are going, and I just want that.
You want the security?
I
You want it.
I want them. I want to paint him at some point. So what do you think of Thrain?
He is very cool. He's got a very nice fur coat.
It's a cool model, and he's blind in one eye. So if you're trying to paint both his eyes and you think it's a miscast,
It's not.
He's blind.
See if we can get a super close up. Come on, focus on it. Come on. Hand in the way, perhaps. Maybe you can see.
Yeah, I think that's just
about. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He's very cool.
Both of him.
Oh no! He's gone. He's not any good anymore. There he is.
There he was.
Oh,
I think they're both cool.
yeah.
How do you feel about the stat lines?
So is Thrain the one who has the
He's got the whole table.
whole table stuff? So that's quite a cool rule.
Very cool.
I like that rule.
And
that's great
he's
for
tough
you.
as well. He's 3 wounds, 3
Three
fate.
wins, 3 fate.
He's a good leader.
Yeah, he is.
But I think they're both 140, aren't they?
Both 140
Yeah.
or 130, one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two.
I prefer him over Thrall, because Thrall's got that.
Thrall's got the Arcanstone.
He's got the Arcanstone, which is for what it is. It feels very weak. Its ability. Like, he's got one fate that has potentially unlimited if he rolls a 4 or more.
Yeah.
He can pass
Three or more.
3 or more.
Yeah. It's got one fate, but it's a 3 or more.
Yeah.
And if he passes it, it keeps on.
Keeps on going. Yeah.
You roll a 2.
No. He might bump it up.
It's quite tough, isn't he? His defence, isn't he? He's the one who they haven't FAQ'd properly because his defence at 8, but he should be 9
because he has the shield. Yeah.
They FAQ'd him to give him a sword.
Yeah.
But they're so cool. The
They are.
models are so cool.
And his special rule's a bit weak as well because it's any model in an army that includes Bold. Is it Azog or Bold?
Azog.
Azog.
Yeah.
You get to reroll wounds against.
Yeah.
So it's like if they turn up, awesome. If they don't, which in tournaments they rarely do.
Unless you're Tom Robinson, great game.
Yeah.
He's also Thrain would be brilliant if he was burly.
Yes.
He's got a 2-handed weapon and he's not burly.
Burly. Yeah.
And it's a hammer as well. And I'm not all about the cheese, but you know it's not an axe, so you can't pierce and strike with it. So
yeah.
140 points is a lot. There's a big jump from Thorin to him.
I mean, if you look at all the old dwarf heroes, Dane, Durin, they're both those kind of point costs, and essentially have burly due to their weapons.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be interesting to see if he'd have had burly, if he got used a bit more.
Yeah, I think
it makes him just as killy as those guys.
But again, and this is the hope, this is the optimism. These guys are relatively high up the list.
Yeah.
My next. It's not the only thing I'm playing, but my next army is the Army of Thrall, like young ones. So, and I've got them for that.
Yeah.
You know, proper.
Got the young ones in here.
It's funny you should mention it, Jamie.
Oh, have you just?
Because I have all 4.
All 4.
Oh yes, all 4 of the young dwarfs.
Okay. Who else is young?
You're going to enjoy this.
So I know Thorin, Dwalin, and Balin now.
Young Thorin Oakenshield.
Yeah.
Who I believe you've unboxed.
I've unboxed. Yes, I have him, and I've unboxed young Dwalin as well. Links below for them.
There's going to be a lot of links.
Lots of links behind.
Young Balin the dwarf.
Young Balin dwarf. Now we've not unboxed him. He is very cool.
Stuck in if you want. And the other ones we've got are young Dwalin dwarf. Again, these are ordered. These are direct only. So you get the fairly dull packaging, which is a bit of a shame, but no one keeps.
No.
And the 4th one I have is young Thorin the dwarf.
Young Thorin.
Yeah.
You don't have him already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he going on a pony?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
He's actually my third
yeah.
young Thorin the Dwarf.
Okay.
I have young Thorin the Dwarf who's converted into a pony.
Oh yeah, he's converted into a pony.
Yeah, he's like half pony, half Thorin. He's on a pony.
Yeah.
I also obviously need young Thorin to be young Thorin. And this is the only model for anyone who's at Throne of Skulls who didn't get done in time at Throne of Skulls, because I've also got Captain of Erebor.
Yeah.
And I was going to chop these two models up and make a Thorin in full armour at the Battle of Five Armies.
Cool.
So it was going to be him running out of Erebor.
Head swap.
I think I worked out it would be his body, because it would be the Captain of Erebor's beard comes down here.
Okay.
So I'm going to do his body, the Captain of Erebor's legs and arms,
Yeah.
and then put a Warrior of Erebor shield on.
Onto him.
Yeah, and give him his dwarf sword, because he shouldn't have Orcrist.
No,
and my model didn't have Orcrist. All about the fluff. And do that, and I thought it'd be really cool. And as you noticed from all the posts, I'm sure, I was incredibly stressed and close to the wire.
Getting that big board finish.
Yeah, and so this didn't get done, which I was a bit sad about. But thankfully, thank you to anyone who voted. It didn't matter. I still managed to nick it. But thank you. But yeah, that's the hope, and I still want to do it.
Yeah.
That's why this is my third.
Oh my God.
When
You're buying them all.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's why they're running out. There's 9 Radagast in here. Which
Wow, that's where they've gone. So, young Balin, if we have a look at him, he's got the very cool dwarf sword. I'd say, it's quite bent and a little bit flimsy at the top, so be careful with that one.
Yeah, it's fine cast as well, so it's very thin.
Very thin.
Or, I think he's probably fine cast.
Yeah. He's got some very cool shoes, some pink, what are they called?
They're the same ones, the little pixie ones.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the same as what he wears, because he has the flick. Balin's all about the flick.
Yeah.
His beard flicks up and his shoes flick up. It's a design motif.
He's very cool. What do you think of his stats? Well, he's very much a support character,
Stats
isn't
aren't
he?
great.
No.
As a profile.
Yeah.
It's a
40
shame
points,
that,
isn't he?
it's a shame that GW made him so tough in a time period that's after he's so weak.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame that as well that because he's so weak in the Hobbit rules, like fighting wise, that there's not a young profile for him.
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't be that stat line.
He should be, because he's like Dwalin. He's, as he says, we were all great fighters. That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Or, something along those lines, paraphrasing a bit. And
There
then
are some fighters among us, old fighters.
there you go. Thank you. And then after, when he goes on his expedition, he's back up to being Super Balin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the priority role's great. I think Sam rates him a lot. But for me, again, purely based on the fluff.
Yeah.
In my army of Thrall, it goes Thrall, Thrain, Thorin, probably.
Yeah.
Like that,
And
and
Dwalin
then
if
you
you
start
can-
picking up.
Yeah.
I did work out I've got a 1,000-point army plan,
Yeah.
and I think it includes Balin, and it's Thrall, Thrain, Thorin, Dwalin, Balin, Girion,
Yeah.
and then something like 30.
Was this when you were asking, can Girion be in the army? I thought,
Yeah,
no.
essentially. He should be. Discuss below.
Yeah.
Girion.
The community were like, no.
Yeah, but I mean,
Stop it,
we
Damien.
shouldn't change it, but he should be in there.
He should be in there.
Girion's not in the army of Thrall list, and every other Dale warrior is, and
Yeah.
the time period fits.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference if you just want to have Girion lead
Bowman.
Yeah. Because if he's in the army of Thrall list, he could take all Dale
Or
archers,
12 bows. Yeah.
which is feely.
Yeah.
Shooting the dragon. Whereas if you have to take him as part of a Garrison
Garrison and Dale.
faction, then he would have to take
Yeah.
normal bow limit.
Which is 4.
Which is a small thing, but essentially meant that in my army, I think I had
Balin sticks with
leading
leaders.
Dale,
Yeah.
in the Dale archers.
So he gets 12, and then
and Girion was an independent
they're
hero.
going to swap spaces.
Yeah. But that would be quite a cool army.
Yeah.
And that's the game plan
Yeah.
for 1,000
that'd be
points,
cool.
and then that'll be that. So 36
And
Grimhammers.
Bring down. This is
Yeah.
Grimhammers.
Well, 36 Grimhammer models.
Yeah.
And it was something like 18 Spearmen, Spear and Shield.
Yeah.
9 Axe and Shield, 9 Grimhammers.
Oh, okay.
And then 18 Dwarfs.
Yeah.
18 Dale archers. So all the Dale will be converted into
So
archers.
many Dale.
That's the
Yeah.
plan. Whether I'll ever take it to anything, I don't know, but that's what I'm
You want to build up.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we delve deeper?
Indeed.
Oh.
This is a
Collection.
all-related pile that I believe you're unboxing somewhere else, or you may have done.
Oh, are these. Oh, we've unboxed these. These should be going up. Well, they went up a while ago, I think.
Probably.
When we do the whole time
I
thing.
don't think you've done them yet.
No, we haven't.
No.
I think they're in the video manager.
Yeah.
These were we unboxed these. These are the Gundabad Orcs, and it's, thanks to Sam Page, we managed to get these unboxed. So links below for them. And
I'm certain all these links will not be there.
yeah, they probably won't be. Probably just like say find it in the playlist. Yeah, and they're really cool. There was only one of them. Where is he? It's this guy. I'll show you. He's on the front here. He's got the axe blade in the middle of his face. Like his helmet has a huge blade through the middle of it. It's the guy on the right hand side. Oh, on the left hand side there. And it's like he looks cool, but oh no, there he is.
Yeah. Looks a bit like a penguin in a way.
Penguin or like some kind of rhino. But the immediate thing I thought was like, you can't fight with that in front of your face. Imagine having to fight with like a big blocker of your vision.
Couldn't do it.
You wouldn't be able to.
Couldn't do it.
That's why he's a spearman.
But the other thing is, 1 in every 6 has one.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. I think they look fantastic. They are expensive, but it's an expensive hobby, and I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was blown an awful lot of money on this recently.
Yeah.
But I'm not frivolous with it. But a warband, ultimately, the way I look at it, they are, what were they, 15 quid?
15 quid per pop.
So a warband is 60 quid, which to me is a big night out.
Yeah.
You know, getting into a club, I still club, and lots of drinks and all that. It's 60 quid, and if you put it in those sort of terms, you get more worth out of that.
Yeah, you use these more and more often, and you'll enjoy that one night.
Yeah, it's a meal out or something.
Yeah.
So I always use the painting thing that I can paint them in a month.
Yeah.
And I can spare 60 quid in a month.
In a month for that.
But then I just put them in the box.
Yeah.
Tom Robinson had a great game against him at Throwing Skulls.
Big one of
He
these.
had an entire Gundabad Orc army led by Bulg.
Goodness.
Which played against my Battle of the Five Armies.
And that was
so
where
fluffy.
Bilbo
charged into... Thorin was fighting Bulg in combat, and Bilbo charged into combat to help him out and killed Bulg in combat.
Oh my goodness.
It was brilliant.
That's so cinematic. That's amazing.
Genuinely one of the best games of SBG I've ever played. So thanks, Tom, if you watch this. It was amazing.
No,
thanks for the models.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah. You said that, yeah.
Yeah,
so thank you for models.
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. I ordered this from Slayer Games.
And
Slayer Gaming, who
big discounts on these.
Yeah, because I ordered
so
everything. Who organised the Mansfield tournaments. Tom Robinson and all his team up there, really, really great. So thanks for courieing this down to me.
Yeah.
I turned up at my work reception. They were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Just work
stuff. Don't
work
open
stuff.
it.
Please don't open it."
Just like gaming. No.
No, he's very inconspicuous.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he just writes pornography on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's fine.
So
Gundabad. But I'm sure he talks about their profiles and everything.
Yes.
More that you've seen before. Do you remember it? This takes me back.
Oh yeah. Hashtag. Oh yes, we did these, didn't we?
We did. Well, you and James did.
You and James did. But he had the handsome transplant.
Handsome transplant.
That was it.
It's my remaining Lake Town Warriors.
Yeah.
Now this is, ironically, a bit of a painting success story.
Yeah.
Because that was actually at Slayer Games.
Yeah.
And I got these then on the first order, and I have since painted half of them. There were 4 packs. Chip away.
Chip away.
So 4 packs, and I did paint half of them, and
there you go. We're Throwing Skulls on the Omni, which we'll spin around at the end. So I keep pointing over to it, like it's over there.
Yeah.
But you can't see it.
So yeah, I did them. It's interesting since we talked about them, we've seen them have massive success with Jay Clare.
Jay Clare, hashtag hit him 52 months. And yeah, they've done really well, haven't they?
Yeah, he came second
at our tournament, and then
won his faction
at Throwing Skulls.
Yeah, by winning
all
7 as how many? It was 7 games at yours, so it's 13 out of 14 games.
Yeah,
he's only lost 1 game. So are Lake Town any good?
Well, he also played at Mansfield, didn't he? With Lake Town, Bayonne, Saruman and Gandalf.
Yeah.
And he did very well there, but had to throw 1 game because he didn't turn up for it.
Yeah. Bloody drunk.
Drunkard.
But I guess that time it's not pure Lake Town.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pure Lake Town army, when you perform that bar...
Especially like 500 or 600 points.
I couldn't do it because I didn't enjoy painting them.
No.
It's a weird thing to say, but there's too much detail on them for a troop model.
For a troop to spend that much time on.
If you want to paint them well,
you
have to spend an awful... There's loads of little...
Imagine like the heroes.
Yeah. And
you need a lot of them.
Yeah.
You 52 of them.
I painted 5 when I got to go, but then again it was for Throwing Skulls and I was on a bit of a stressed deadline.
Yeah.
So I might enjoy painting those, but I'm not in any rush.
I'm
not in any rush to go back to those.
And how did you find after finding? Because we heard from Alistair that they were quite tough to build. Did you find the spears didn't really match up?
There's I think there's one pose in particular where
a moth just erupted from the Lowly Mountain.
If Jamie emits a high pitched scream, don't worry. It's just his
It's
irrational fear of moths.
It's landed. It's fine.
Yeah, it was. There's one of them where the hands don't quite match up, but more to the point, there's a problem that you're seeing a lot of. I find is the fact that the arm and a weapon is separate to the other arm,
yeah.
which means to get them in the right place, you have to glue them in three places at the same time.
Very specific.
And it's a nightmare. And because it's fine cast, you have to use or resin.
Yeah.
You have to use super glue, which doesn't have any give.
No.
It's the same with Bjorn. You know the first Bjorn model.
Yes. Yeah.
Working out where to glue that arm at what height to make sure that this arm glues in here and at the wrist. And when you're doing that for troops,
well, you got to do lots of them for it.
Did not enjoy.
I'm not taking leg down anymore.
Would not recommend to a friend.
Yeah.
But they're cool. I was using them, just for a bit of fluff on my army. I had 5, I think, in my army.
You had Bard leading them?
Yeah, Bard.
Is that Alfred I see as well over there?
Yeah, I've expanded it. He wasn't. Well. This could be like doing me the service now.
Yeah.
He wasn't in my army, but the board has now got there's Gandalf on there as well, and an eagle. I've topped it up with other Battlefire army stuff for display.
Is that an eagle in a tree?
Yeah, it's one of my old ones.
Yeah. Is that from your Rohan force?
Yep.
Is that from the old
Yeah.
I think I remember them being at Final Schools.
Yeah, they were doubles. Yeah. So I like them. They were cool. I'm glad I got them done.
Yeah.
But
bit of a
they were cool. They were handy. Bit of fainting.
Bit of spitball.
Yeah.
Let's delve in. Let's get this Lord of the Rings one out.
Alright. Oh.
This one's going to stay in this packaging because I don't want to open this one. This is a very coveted miniature for every sort of wargamer at the moment. This is a Gandalf the Grey, foot and mounted.
Yeah.
Jealous.
12 quid when it came out.
12 quid.
Something like that, maybe.
So frustrating.
Maybe 15.
It would have been 12 and then 15 with that price increase. I had the option to buy one of these. I was like, should I get this or should I get Gandalf the Grey on Shadowfax? Gandalf the White on Shadowfax. And at the time, I chose
the charging forward one?
Charging forward one, yeah. And I chose Gandalf the White on Shadowfax. Because I was like, I want the Shadowfax model and I can paint him grey, it's fine. And do an arm swap. But
if it was the Gandalf the White like that, I'd understand it. That's a cool one.
That is, he's got his arm up and he's...
Oh, that one? Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Not the Battling Games of Middle-earth, not the Galloping one. The Minas Tirith one.
He's got his horse is rearing up.
Yeah. And he's got his sword up like that and his staff by his side.
No, stuff's in the air.
Stuff's in the air. That's the metal one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both metal. Yeah, it's one of them.
It's one of them. Probably the one you don't like. So I chose that one over this one all the way back when, and obviously now I'm really, really, really regretting my decision.
He's one of the ones that has gone up by quite a lot.
Yeah, he's really rare, and obviously with him losing Shadowfax, everyone sort of wants him on horse. Yeah. So tight hold of him there.
Yeah. Again, he's probably relatively close to being painted.
Yeah.
Because he fits in.
He can pop into quite a lot of armies, can't he?
So I'd be quite keen to do that. I thank Matt Clays for that. I say thank him.
You paid
him.
Yeah.
But he bought these. I think he's in Belgium.
Yeah.
He's in Belgium.
I think
he
so.
put a list up, and I was I didn't have that model of him on foot either. Yeah. So I kind of went, you know what?
Yeah. That particular Gandalf, anyway.
Yes, absolutely. I've now got everyone 10 Gandalfs or something. So good, and I believe you've discussed Gandalf in some detail.
Very much so.
This is fun. This is controversial.
This is bold /
It is bold.
This is actually bold. Comment just below whether you think you want to see the old bold is so much cooler than the new bold, in my opinion.
Yeah.
With his ripped off dwarf beard attached to himself.
It's not just the design, it's the fact that I'm actually quite a fan of the whole Azog CGI. I don't think it looks bad, but the prosthetics look better than the CGI.
They always will do.
Yeah.
Until we catch up with it.
It's a shame because that was such a good design, and as we were discussing earlier, he was clearly. This is interesting. He was meant to be fighting Gandalf in Dol Guldur in Desolation of Smaug, and there's no doubt of that. No. Because if you look at the trailer for Desolation of Smaug, Azog's meant to be attacking the elves. Yeah. They swapped them around. Yeah. And it's a bit of a shame for that design. For
this guy. So we've unboxed this guy, and I actually gave you remember Jan?
Yeah.
Him. I gave him this one because he said I really want that model because it's really cool. I was like, well, you know what, mate, you can have it.
What a lovely bloke.
Yeah, he was very good. I'm happy to see him back at
Stockport 2.0.
Not 2.0. I don't think he can make it to that one. He's going to come back to the April one again.
Cool.
Yeah. But he's got a cool profile.
He's a very cool profile.
Stronger and stronger the more he kills.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask, how did he do in your game with
With Thorin?
Yeah.
Well, we were playing Seize the Prize and I grudged Tom because I had the Battle of Five Armies army and he had the Gundabad army.
Yeah.
And I went, look, we've got to play this. And we had the best laugh. And because of that, I just legged Thorin straight at Bolg.
Straight at Bolg,
because I thought that's what he would do.
That's what he would.
And there was no real tactics in it. Everyone was doing what he did. So we both, briefly, I think we both struck up. Bolg won, or won the roll off, whatever. Smacked Thorin to the floor and took all of his faith.
Oh goodness!
Using maybe one extra might.
Yeah.
I think Thorin had marched. Then the next time they both struck again.
Yeah.
And then I think Thorin won and maybe did a wound on him. So now they're both out of might.
Yeah.
Thranduil then natured wrath the army.
Yeah.
And Bolg went down. But then won the fight just on higher 5 value. And then I think it was, then it was that Bilbo arrived.
Yeah.
So now it's Bilbo and Thorin on Bolg, halved his 5 value. Thorin did a wound on him, leaving him on one wound, and then Bilbo needs, I think it's 6s and 5s to kill him. And he got 2 6s and 2 5s.
Oh my
he wounded him
goodness.
twice and killed him.
Amazing.
But what was great about that as well is because I charged him straight in and never shielded, Tom, despite having loads of Gundabads, he didn't charge Thorin or Bilbo.
Yeah.
Which, because
he
could
let
easily
them
peel one off.
Yeah.
And he left them both on there. It was that kind of game.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I can't tell you how good that game was. And we kind of half forgot about the prize.
Yeah.
No one cared about the prize, and then we didn't care about how it ended. I managed to get the prize off in the end, but we kept playing until the round ran over, essentially. But he said, how did he do? He was quite pleased with him because I think he was saying before our game, so after 6 games, he had killed, I think he said 46 models.
Wow.
Which seems like a lot, but then you divide that up and you're talking about 8 models a game, which isn't going to get him to Mighty Hero.
No. He really needs to be on it, doesn't he, to get Mighty Hero.
And that's a pretty good average.
Yeah.
So if you're saying across 6 games you're not getting to Mighty Hero at all, he causes terror and he's got Harbinger of Hero.
Evil. Yeah.
So maybe you can't really count on that.
Get into Mighty Hero.
Yeah.
The thing is, I imagine once he gets to Mighty Hero, his killing potential will increase. So almost until he gets there exponentially, because he can then start doing free heroic combats,
and your enemy won't have any might at that point. Yeah. He's like Aragorn. If Aragorn survives to the end, he's better than Aragorn at the start. Yeah. But he's a cool profile. Defense 7 makes him survivable. Only 1 fate though.
Yeah. But straightforward defense 7.
Will we see a new Bolg model?
Will we? Yeah. I reckon we may.
You'd have to think. I don't think it's too late.
No.
All the stuff that surprised GW for the last film came out in August.
Yeah.
Which was Azog, the digital Azog, and the 3 young dwarfs.
Yeah.
That they weren't in the. I think that's also why the young dwarfs don't have profiles.
Yeah.
They came out in
just
August because they were clearly sculpted in 2013.
Yeah.
So I reckon Bolg is now being sculpted based on the film,
and will be released after Battle of 5 Armies.
Well, no, possibly this year.
Yeah.
But and the same. I have no idea about Smaug. But it'll be the same thing. Smaug wouldn't come out before.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have the digital creature. But I don't think they'll just drop them in the middle of the year now.
No.
I think if they are doing it, they'll save
it for the big release. Yeah. DVD comes out, hype goes up, then release them. Because even more, then the film comes out, and everyone goes sees it.
I hope they do it. I hope they do a giant plastic Smaug. That'd be amazing.
That'd be brilliant.
I'll buy it and put it in the box.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. We'll buy it, unbox it, and then just put it in my box.
Yeah, absolutely. Next.
Let's dig in. Who's that troll?
This troll.
Is it a
It
cave
should be
troll?
like, here's a cave troll.
He has a cave troll. I trolled the Cavernous.
It's
It's
the cave troll doing this.
Oh, with the hammer.
Yep.
The hammer. The hammer.
Yep. Because, and I'll tell you what. We can talk about a few of these together because they're linked.
Oh, these an Angmar-Force potentially. Ah, good man.
And it's also I have some thoughts about Angmar-Force. I got this because there you go.
Yep. Okay.
Look, metal.
Got some metal.
I play
cave troll.
I play Nick Bramwell, who is fast gaining a reputation as my utter Achilles heel on the circuit. I can't beat him.
No.
I've played him 3 games.
So we need to get him down to Stockport.
Yeah, you need.
Nick, do you want from Stockport, mate?
Free
ticket. Accommodation, women, drugs, whatever you want.
He's the loveliest guy in the world. I've played him 3 times. He's beaten me all 3. And at Mansfield, he brought this Angmar army.
Yeah.
And Angmar have a bit of a reputation
as
being a bit cheesy. No, well, not necessarily enough, but cheesy.
Oh yeah, with the shade.
Well,
the shade is cheesy.
Yeah. And then the combination of that, sticking him with the Dwimmerlake, and then you often see, and the Witch King, you often see them then behind Moria.
Yes.
And not
Orcs. Yeah.
Nick had the coolest looking Angmar army I've ever seen. He just had all Mordor Orcs, like 36 Mordor Orcs, and then some of the fun control models.
Oh yeah, like Spectres.
And he didn't have a shade.
Good man.
Yeah. And then he had exactly the same army of Throne of Skulls, just with 100 points. I think it was mainly just Wild Riders. Yeah, exactly, and no shade. And it was it beat me both times.
Yeah.
But he didn't win the tournaments. It wasn't like it was a beardy, cheesy army. He just played it really well and just got the better of me. But it made me think that's cool. And I don't have a shade, and I won't buy a shade.
Really?
So, yeah, I think it's hands down the
most
most broken model.
I don't have a shade anymore. I sold it.
I think there's no skill in it. I think you pay 100 points and you dump it behind your line.
This is why you like Moria army that I took. And you beat me.
Yes, great game. Thanks for the kind words about that.
That's right, yeah, that's one of my favourite games. But that force, I had no enjoyment with it because my two chief things were the Witch King and Dwimmerlake. Sorry, Witch King, Shadow Lord Dwimmerlake. Both which have varying effects. All I have to do is position him correct, and they'll do the work for me.
Yeah.
And it was just no fun because it was Fury, Groblog, them. They just sit there.
It's got a long line of 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, that's the thing with shade. It's a lot of points, but it's worth it. And you just dump it, and then you play the game, and it works. And unless your enemy's got a wizard or a sentinel
or something to push it away.
Yeah. And so I wouldn't want that.
It's like playing on easy mode.
But I really, really like the fact that he just had Mordor Orcs. He just had this chaff.
Basic, yeah.
But then the control models, the Barrow Wipe, he had a Barrow Wipe 3 Spectres, Berda, and the Witch King. No Dwimmerlake.
Would you say do you reckon you can get away with Dwimmerlake and Langmoor Force?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he's not cheesy.
That's some Dead Marsh Spectres.
Oh,
no, right. Speak of the devil and he will appear.
Is that?
It's the Dwimmerlake.
I don't. Oh, that must be a mistake.
Yeah.
I think I meant to order some more Lake Town. Yeah, I got him. Again, as I said, this was all bought recently. Panic bought metal based on those games because I love them so much, and thinking in the future I might want a metal army.
Yeah.
So I bought
a metal army.
Yeah, an Angmar army. Yeah, good point. With the metals you won't be able to get, and they'll know that these sort of models will skyrocket.
Yes.
And it was inspired by inspired by your unboxes as well. You did the Decimal Spectres and the Barrow Whites. I did.
We didn't have Barrow Whites. I've used Barrow Whites in the past to good effect.
Yeah.
I really like them. We've got some here as well, some Barrow Whites, and yeah, these guys, I really rate them quite high.
These are really interesting the way they've developed over the years. They started out as those fellowship scenarios.
Yes, the Barrow Downs.
Fog of the Barrow Downs, and then they've become these kind of like
amazing.
5 will,
and
cast paralyze on a 4+.
Paralyze on a 4+, 6-inch range, so gotta be close to do it. But paralyze is an amazing spell. People always underestimate it.
I don't.
You don't.
I hate it. I overestimate it. I extol its virtues.
Killing that Barrow White.
No, I can't because there's 36 orcs. And the thing is, Nick's just smiling at you, being so polite, and you can't be angry.
Just paralyse me.
Yeah.
He's paralysing you.
It's not just that it does it, you then have to roll a 6.
Yeah. It's a good thing these guys don't have might, they can't channel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be horrific. Strength 5 hit every time you don't roll the 6.
But the Dwimmerlake, I will grant you, is a concession to cheese a bit, but I don't have any of the named race.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know, maybe I'll use them in an army like that. But I promise, here's my promise. The Angmar stuff will be an Angmar. I'm learning from Nick Bramwell. Yeah. It'll be a pure Angmar army, maybe with some of those. There'll be no shade, maybe a Dwimmerlake.
See, for me, I want to do an Angmar force, but I want to do it with no might, so I'm going to include a shade. Because I think I'll need it.
Yeah, well, I think if you're going down that route, that's...
that's a different
video. I think if you're doing that, then you're giving yourself a big disadvantage. So yeah, maybe you need that.
For that, it was going to be Dwimmerlake, Shade, Barrow Whites, and potentially... Yes, of course, yeah. And potentially the Witch King, but without any upgrades.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So 3 Fate, make him the general.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And we're getting in the way of the camera with all the toys. So I bought, these were all ordered from Slayer. Again, great. Have you got Berda in there?
I've not said, here is the Chief Troll Berda. And I had this one, and I sold it to James for 20 quid, because I used to use them quite a lot. And then I just stopped, because I didn't want anything from Angmar.
Yeah. I mean, they're all bought. They're literally just. I realised everyone's got those 24 plastic Mordor orcs under their bed somewhere, and I suddenly realised that if you just spend, it was something like 50 quid now on metal models, that becomes an Angmar
strangely, it becomes an investment as well.
And yeah, absolutely.
Like
so, yeah, I got them. They're on the to-do list.
Well, you do the Angmar for us.
The thing is, it would all be manageable if hopefully, fingers crossed, they weren't bringing out more stuff at Christmas.
Yeah. You know? I'm buying that and
then all your plans get covered. So that's the Angmar. He's linked to that as well as Wild War Chieftain.
James, very cool model.
Pop quiz.
Yep.
Why have I bought that?
Why have you bought this? To use as the Wild War, the White War.
See, this is the guy. This is why he's your rules man. This is why he's the knowledge. He's there to use as the White Warg.
And he's a very cool model. I've really enjoyed painting him in the past.
Yeah, or painting her. If she's the White Warg.
Yeah.
And I've got Azog. I've got Azog on foot, but there's no White Warg on foot. Nope. So I thought White Warg Chieftain, pretty cool.
Cool. Much bigger than all the other wargs.
And she's on a 40mm base, of course. And Azog is, for whatever reason,
he's on a different
50mm base.
Yeah, it's the only model in the game that
gets. How do you get to said 50mm base? They
don't
sell them.
By two.
What I did, and there have been mixed reports on this, I rang GW customer service and I said, yeah, how do I get one of these? And they posted one out to me.
Wow.
Yeah, next couple of days I got an envelope with a base in it.
Amazing. That's amazing service.
It is. I've then heard other people ring them up and they say, we don't sell them. So
you must have got lucky, maybe someone had one spare.
Maybe I charmed my way to victory or something. But so if you are trying to do that, give them a ring.
Do you maybe
it was a lady. It was a lady, maybe she was kinder.
Yeah, maybe.
But so that's
maybe she understood your pain. Maybe she's got Azog with the White Warg. She's like, I need a 50mm base too.
And the thing is, if you've used Azog, he's incredible if you can get him into combat.
Yeah.
But he's
getting
target one. People are either shooting him, in which case Azog will die, and they'll be up unmounted, or blasting, or hurling, in which case he'll be unmounted. So you do need it. You need the White Warg.
And he passes his White Courage. He passes his Courage test. So the White Warg will be there.
Yeah.
Like it's not got I might not need it because it'll run away. He's going to be there.
Azog's done. Azog on the White Warg's done. So really, I need to fast track that.
Do you keep this out of the box then?
Probably.
This up here.
Bear in mind, we need to put everything back in the box very quickly in case Emma sees.
Close the door.
But yeah, so that needs to be done.
Continue digging.
Deeper. I had this guy. This is how good the box has got. I was like, oh my god, how exciting!
Oh, it's a Goblin Town Captain.
Goblin Town Captain. Do you want to know my super secret plan?
Go on. Do a Goblin Town.
Right. Yeah. But as well, by the way, as well as this, I've also got up there 21 sprues of Goblin Town scenery.
I saw that.
And
I was like, are you making a Goblin Town?
And 72 goblins.
Wow.
And my new plan, and it's a bit mental for me, I've never tried this, I'm going to batch paint the goblins in one go.
Ooh.
And this is probably, I don't know, but I'll probably spend a little bit of time on them, but just do them in one here.
Yeah.
In about 6 months, after the Army Tour, after the Hunter Wars.
Yeah.
So I say in about 6 months, probably about 9 years.
Yeah, about 9 years.
And I'm going to batch paint them, paint the heroes, and I'm going to take a 500 point
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Goblin Town.
Try and paint them in a month.
Yeah.
Try and just zone out and just batch paint 72, get an army, and 500 points gets you the Goblin King, the Scribe, Grinner, 2 captains, and 56 goblins.
Grim.
And take it to a 500 point tournament. And will it do well? I don't know, but I'll have a new army.
That's we'll do well.
Yeah,
we'll do well in the past.
Swarm it out.
Owen, speak to Owen.
Yeah.
Get some tips from the Goblin.
That's him.
The Goblin Town Goblin, not the Moria Goblin.
He's new.
He's Girion.
Girion.
Mentioned earlier, he'll be appearing in your
Army Thrall list.
Gorgeous
model.
Mind if we cut it?
Dive straight in. Lovely model. Good stat line. He's I know you talked about him in Destination Smell. Yeah. I think he's fairly pointed. He's got a nice special rule that's ridiculously situational.
Yeah. Was it Flying Monsters?
Yeah. Any model with a fly special rule.
That swarms, beware.
Yeah. I'd say Fell Beast, beware, but he'll line up a shot and then the other 4 will eat you, so I wouldn't worry too much. I guess he gets an army with a Fell Beast.
With a Fell Beast, yeah.
And maybe if there's a Smaug model. Yeah. But even then, it's like, it's re-rolling to hit. It's like, alright, I've hit you, I failed to wound, my dragon's eating you.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous model.
Oh, he's got a well cool, his detail on his face is very good.
Do you know the fun fact about Girion in the
his
film?
name begins with a G.
It does begin with G. He's played by Luke Evans, who played Bard.
Is he?
Yeah. So.
So he's definitely.
His ancestor.
Got that ancestor.
I want to come back about things still, but there you go.
There you go.
So, yeah, he played. But Girion's his ancestor, and in the flashback scenes, he's played by Luke Evans, played by the same actor.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's very
fact.
Yeah, hold your model.
Thanks. Yeah, he's very cool, isn't he? He's really gorgeous.
Amazingly detailed.
Again, I'll be taking him for the fluff, rather than
the
grossly competitive.
Yeah.
But maybe if you wanted Dale at a small points level, he's a good little hero, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's 3 white, I think, or 2 white.
He's
2 2 2.
Yeah.
2 2 2. 65 points.
65 points.
No bow on the model.
No. You
No
have to.
bow for a model who has a
Special rule about shooting.
shooting.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Games Workshop.
Yeah, and I'm not of the. I really don't like just gluing a bow to that. It's kind of like what you said about the dinner dome.
Yeah, they just got. Everyone's like, well, Jimmy, you've got to imagine the strings going across. I was like, I don't want to imagine a string going across.
You can imagine it, but it doesn't make it there.
Yeah, it's like when. I'm going to say I've been guilty of this, I think, once in the past, when someone sticks a cocktail stick with blue tack to the back of their model and says he's got a spear. It's like, no, it's not, he's got a cocktail stick stuck to the back of his back.
I actually made this special concession for your Woses. That, like, you've gone down the cheese route, put axes on them, but I picked one up and went, you know what?
If you hadn't said,
alright, yeah. If you hadn't said they look like they came with them, it doesn't mean it's not cheese.
No, it's
because you made a very good job of it.
Yeah, thanks. Disguising cheese.
Yeah, but it's a great model in a different pose.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the Hobbit models have had different poses, slightly more relaxed poses, which I think are quite cool.
Yeah. I mean, I am and probably will remain a fan of action poses. I've very
like the new Thranduil then.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Sorry.
No, I think it's like well, obviously the one we talk about quite a lot is the Legolas with the stabby.
Oh, that's great, beautiful. That's the one who's out of the box.
Yes, he's out of the box. Yeah, he's cool. And just like when you're on the battlefield, you want to see a model that looks as he's in battle. Like, I think is it one of the Aragorns who's got his arm up in the air, Blackgate Aragorn?
Standing on the rock.
On the rock.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's still doing it even when like he's been surrounded.
But I think he could also be. He's looking over the battlefield.
Yes, yeah.
But I think
so. If he's with the archers, it'd be quite cool to do it. It's like there.
I've got the same thing with the new Thranduil. He hasn't got a bow.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually at Battle of Five at Throne Skulls. I didn't give him a bow.
Good.
Because the model didn't have one. Even though he's got a 2+ shoot value at strength 3.
Woo.
I was like, no, and I don't want to, because I was going there for the theme and the appearance. Yeah. I don't want to blue tack a bow on space.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't come with him, does he? Because he doesn't in the new profile.
The new one. He gets the cloak for free.
I don't know, you play for different reasons, I guess. But in that situation, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Next up,
Narzik.
Now, interesting fact for sort of GBHL, we filmed a bunch of these and sent their models back to Sam Page. I think it was Sam Page. Oh no, it was me. I owned them and then sold them
back to yourself.
Yeah, sent them back to myself. And James deleted all the footage before we posted them.
Way to go, James.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
He had to clear space on his phone for something, or I think it was when he had these troubles with his computer. He lost all his files. I was like, well, I've sold them now, so let's re-unbox them and talk about his profile.
Narzik. Yeah, he's good. He's the orc, of course, in Desolation Smaug, who they Legolas and Tariel capture. And Thranduil beheads in Legolas goes, why did you do that? It's very exciting.
More to tell me.
Yeah. And he tips them off, I guess, about the return of Sauron. He's quite cool. He also has been diminished by PJ's changes. Yeah. His special rule is that he essentially gets a mighty hero rule just for shooting action.
Yeah.
So he can spend a point of might every turn to roll to hit. I think he can even in the way, can't he?
You can do it on everything for shooting.
You can't normally might in the way.
No.
Or to wound for a shooting attack, because obviously Narzog's quite the archer.
Yeah.
Now we've all seen
this. Does not have a poisoned arrow?
Well, he doesn't anymore,
no,
does it?
No.
That's the thing. And we've all seen the Desolation of Smaug, and we know he's quite an awesome archer because he tries to fire an arrow at Legolas, and Tariel shoots it out of the air.
Yeah.
Because of course, and this goes back. This is all topical.
Yeah.
Bold wasn't meant to be there.
Nope.
In that, Azog was meant to be there.
Yep. Azog
doesn't have a bow. Damien O'Byrne thinks that guy
was
shoots Keeley.
Yeah.
In the script.
I think that's what I think. That's why he's got this shooting special rule.
Yep.
And is he not in the source book scenario as well?
He is. He's in the source book scenario.
He's got the arrow that poisons, I think.
He does. You're right. He's got.
That's what I think.
Fluff bit, isn't there?
My books are up here in front of me. You got that as well? No.
Yes.
I win.
Nerds. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. I forgot about that. But it's interesting to see the change between the rules and the final film.
Spiders, Bars Out of Bond.
It's part 2, isn't it? The kid has been left behind.
Part 2.
Nozick.
No fate. When the prison site, Nozick hopes to procure his must fail by slaying Keely the dwarf personally. Nozick has dipped his bob toes in a vile poison to aid him in that evil deed.
Nozick.
Nozick was meant to shoot him, not Bolg.
And that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because Bolg doesn't want to be there.
He wants to be doubled there.
I don't think you necessarily get that actual moment sometimes that Tariel shoots the arrow out of the air. I don't think it's entirely clear what happens because it's all a bit. It's wicked, and then she rolls down. Ding. He goes, Tariel, no. He becomes Scottish.
Tariel,
no.
Do not.
We take this one alive.
Do not do it. No, Tariel, stop.
It's Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, stop.
He snuck in. So yeah, he's meant to do that. I really didn't like the pose when it first came out.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
Do you want to, what else is fun? Nozick, and people will swear blind he's not. That is Nozick. Right there, from a weird angle. And people, I bet people now go onto that and go, it's not.
Oh, this guy here?
Yeah, and there was a lot of chatter that was the new Bolg.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But if you look at the foot and everything, it's definitely him.
The rock there.
It's just from a really bizarre angle.
No, I'll hand you the model. What do you think about the whole look of the Hunter Orcs? Do you like them?
The models or the
models and the weapon design.
I really like them in the film.
Yeah.
And there's a great shot that I think is based on the bit where they're running up the riverbanks in Desolation Smell.
Yes.
I really like them, and they were the prosthetics, but I don't think the Hunter Orcs necessarily look like them.
No.
Which is why in a few games we've played, you might have seen in videos, you might see in the upcoming publication-y thing, I don't massively mind, particularly for fun games, people using Mordor Orcs or Morlocks as Hunter Orcs, because I actually think they look like they do in Unexpected Journey.
Yes, they're much less sort of.
The wargs look different, but the orcs look the same.
Yeah.
But in Desolation Smoke they look better. But it's just that drop to CGI again. All the prosthetic ones look really cool.
Amazing, yeah.
There's a really good early shot. There's an early promotional shot for The Hobbit. I think the first film there are 3 orcs standing on the riverbank. Yeah. And they look amazing.
The prosthetics look so cool. If you see the extended editions of Unexpected Journey, the goblins with the animatronics in them look amazing, and then they CGI in a bunch around them.
Yeah, because they all got knackered, didn't they?
Yeah.
They all got. They couldn't move.
They were literally pouring the sweat out of their boots and things. It's disgusting when you watch it. Like this milky white juice.
The face is incredible. He's
very cool.
He's a good, beautiful flying cast.
Beautiful flying cast miniature. Yeah.
The detail is amazing.
The one thing I'm really not keen on is for these. It's like the bone armor.
Yeah, sure.
It just doesn't do it.
I'm not overly taken by the bow blade. I can't understand how it works.
Oh, him with his bow in the bottom of his blade.
Because it means he has to tie the string to the top of a sharp sword.
Yeah, and the sharp wasn't going to have any give to shoot an arrow.
It doesn't make sense. And you don't. I think maybe it's been cut out because Bolg took over. Yeah. But you don't see him use it in the film. No. In any way. So I'm not sure.
Very, very weird.
But he's the combination that you've talked about on various Speak Friendly questions. I think is the discussion seems to be him or Fimble.
Him or Fimble, and I say Fimble for the Fight 5 and Through Terrain.
Yeah. Both. Sam uses both, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, if you had to pick one, it's probably Fimble.
Fimble is
nice.
Yeah.
He's in there again. It's a completion thing.
Yeah.
I've tried to pick up all the Hobbit heroes, with the exception, I think, of the unnamed captains.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Chances are you pick a name one.
Yeah, particularly with Army of Thrall.
Yeah.
You got
such
6 named heroes. Why are you going to take a Grimhelm captain? Captain's terrible. But yeah, he's alright. He's cool, and he's. I've gone for scenarios.
Yeah. Next up, who's this? Oh dear. You know what this is? This is Watchers of Karna.
That have gained a reputation over the last 2 months as just the worst thing you can do in the world.
Wash my hands.
I got these off eBay about 6 weeks ago for £6.
That's a good price.
Yeah,
very good.
They're still on sale.
Still on sale. They've come back into the.
Yeah, they're £8.20. Yep. So these are less than retail. They will go out of print. Do you know how many of these I want?
24.
28.
Oh,
No, I don't. Ridiculous.
Oh,
I want 3 of them.
3 of them.
Before all the Hobbit stuff came out, I had vague, and before all the cheese, I had vague ideas about doing a Herald army.
Yeah.
Now I've come to terms with the fact it will never happen.
Yeah.
There's no point in anything.
No.
But I quite liked these models, and I thought I'd get 3 of them, and maybe in the fullness of time. Do you remember these from 3 hours ago? Warriors of
Pride.
Whenever I paint them, I'll have 3 of these guys.
Yeah.
Some
a little bit.
A little
elite-ish.
1 Herald warband maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking of maybe getting 3 Fat Boys as well.
Yeah.
Just so you have
cool.
one Herald warband with some different things, because I think they're quite cool. But I saw them for 6 quid in eBay. I was like,
might as well pick them up. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
so that's what that is. But fear not, there's no Herald plans.
Thank goodness. I hate it.
And I don't like the army. I think it's I think it looks incredibly cool, but I think the playstyle now is just broken.
Yeah.
You are going to love this.
Am I?
Yeah.
What is it? Let's see if I can guess. I can't read backwards. What is it? A Gundabad Black Shield Command. Oh. Wow.
I've got 12 black shields as well. I've realised that I've got 12 metal.
There's
There's a lot in cases as well.
So there's 6 Guard of the Gladstone Court in that as well.
Yeah. 6 guards of Gladstone Court, 12 prowlers, 12 black shields. They were all bought when those troops started going to Finecast.
Yeah.
You could see on rumour sites. You'd find out about 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
Because they did about 3 waves of Finecast troops, and then people just buy those, and that's what I did for all of those.
That's well worth it.
I want 12 of them, 12 of them, 12 of them.
Make a warband. Yeah.
One day.
So did you buy these before they were?
No, I bought them at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. So you got these back before they were separated and put into the Finecast boxes, the command packs.
Well, the command
packs
are
still the same.
Already came out.
Had they?
Yeah, because there's not a Gundabad command pack, is there?
Yes, there is. Yeah. That's how you get the Gundabad Shaman now.
Is there a separate Finecast one?
There's a Gundabad. It might not be Finecast. There must be metal in there. But there's a Gundabad Moria command pack. You get the Gundabad Captain, the the Gundabad Goblin Shaman, and the Goblin Drum, the Gundabad Drum. Yeah. And there's a Moria commander pack with regular Shaman, Goblin Captain, and the Goblin Drum.
Did the Gundabad one come out at the same time as all the others, or did it come out once that disappeared?
It might come out once this disappeared.
Yeah, because
a bit later.
I must have got that 2 weeks before then, because I panic bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good job you panic bought it, because you've done a lot with it.
It was actually, again, bear in mind this is all before the Hobbit stuff came out. I was still working on my Moria army. That's where I got the Black Shields, Prowlers.
Yeah. So you got a lot of goblins painted, I assume, there for balance too.
Yeah, I've got 24 of them, and the Cave Troll and Grobloggers and Shamans and stuff. Yeah. And they were meant to be the rest of the army.
That's cool.
And just never got finished. The drums, obviously, because that drums completely superior to the other drum in every.
Yeah, in
every.
every.
They see drums. Yeah.
No,
they're just gone like.
I've played against them a couple of times, but I didn't rate them back then either.
100 points. It's too much.
It's too much for a banner and movable.
There's a minus courage, isn't there?
And +1 for yourself.
When you've got Fury.
Yeah. Who needs +1 courage when you've got Fury?
Gundabad Shaman is very popular.
Yeah, I used 2 of them at the.
Yeah, I remember. I was terrified. Saruman was just running away from constantly.
No,
but I think you actually fluffed it against me, didn't you?
I fluffed 1 dice against it, and then I just thought, screw it, I'll tremor.
I think you tried it 3 times.
Yeah.
I think you did 3 shatters and 1 tremor.
Yeah.
And maybe I resisted, or I think you got really unlucky with them.
Well, for me, it was the ring wraith. The ring wraith turned up weird places to West Emerald, so I couldn't do the whole sap will then shatter.
Yeah.
Like draw out your will then shatter.
Yeah.
Then I thought, they've only got 1 will left each, and I'm not going to be able to shatter him in time. So
I actually remember at that point being terrified and worried about Saruman, and so not even thinking about the battle line. I'm going to tremor. I was like,
what?
Terrified.
I didn't cast it. Oh no, I casted it on double 1.
You did do it.
I was like,
tremor. Yeah.
2 inches, great. Cast it on like a 6.
2 inches is not enough.
No, it's not. You need at least like 7.
Yeah. So it's good to have them.
Yeah.
As I say,
for the Moria army when it happens.
One day.
It's at the bottom of the list at the moment.
It's very low down. Very low. I have a painting list on my iPad.
Is it down,
like
down?
A priority
Goblin
list.
Town?
down. In Goblin Town's higher than it actually, so it's down, below Goblin Town.
It's below Goblin Town.
I've got a painting list on my iPad that was all the stuff I wanted to paint, and I've basically started inserting stuff, and I've got to the point now where I've deleted Moira off it because there's no point in being there because I'm not even close. It kind of helps me because then what I'm doing is
putting things back.
Putting a strike through
Yeah.
to everything I've done and adding up how many walls I've painted.
Oh,
There's some tiny little incentive.
Yeah.
Onwards?
Onwards and upwards. Onwards and downwards. So,
let's get rid of this.
Oh yes. Seen these before?
3 trolls.
Yep.
Link below.
Link below for them.
We unboxed these. Talked about it for quite a while.
I'm going to put every unboxing that you're in and just put it in the link below and hope.
And some that you're in.
And some that I'm in.
Yeah.
Well,
every unboxing you've ever done.
Just going to be in the link.
We love the trolls.
Yeah. The trolls are cool.
Big chat about them last time.
Yeah.
Great models. You have any extra thoughts on them?
The pain to play against, especially Sneezy Troll.
Sneezy Troll, he's the wrong troll.
Yeah. Some more Hunter Orcs and Felwargs there.
That's it, shrink wrap this time.
Yep.
This is for my Hunter Orc army.
Yeah.
For which I needed 12 Hunter Orcs and Felwargs.
Yeah.
So we have 12 of those.
Them.
We then have we have 6 Warg dismounts.
Warg dismounts, yes.
Because you need those.
James and I have unboxed these before.
Yep.
These are very cool. I like them as well.
Yeah, they're cool.
For when you use them really in a cheesy way and
6
individual warbands.
Again, Jamie, in an army you didn't like using.
Again, I felt really bad on my opponent. I didn't enjoy it. I was like, deploy your army. I'll deploy 6 wargs.
It didn't bother me hugely, but then we played whole ground, so
they were turning up on their own.
What bothered me hugely in our game was in whole ground you roll for deployment.
Yeah.
I believe, and you can correct me if it's wrong, I'm actually writing up our game at the moment, so I've got me handy. I had 7 warbands, and I think I got to play on my own, based on the roll, I got to place 2.
Yeah.
And so I had to use 4 might, I think, to get the others on. I rolled something like for 7 warbands, I rolled 5
twos or threes,
which is horrendous. Jamie had, I think, 14 warbands.
Something like that, yeah.
And he rolled.
I'll choose pretty much all of them.
It was 13 ones, which don't matter.
Yeah.
Or 4, 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
It was just like,
this is awful.
it was just disgusting.
Well, quite a lot of them were just single wargs. But
So it didn't bother me because it didn't really come up in that game. But
I didn't enjoy it.
I'm not convinced it's how it's intended. And I
don't think it is. I think you have to fill out a warband, then have another one.
Yeah, but then equally, it doesn't say once you reach 12 you start a new warband, which implies that perhaps
it does. Yeah.
I then have 6 Felwargs. To be 6 Felwargs.
6 more dismounts.
I don't think realistically I'll need 12. Say you've got 12.
You said that when I Nature's Wrath.
Yeah, exactly. Well then they can all. Yeah, but I don't think I'd pass 6 courage tests.
Oh yes, I mean, yeah.
So I don't think it's an educated risk.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll ever need
12
and that's assuming I've got 6 of these in play anyway, and none of them have died. Yada yada yada. So I thought 6 for being Felwargs.
6 for being Felwargs. That's cool.
Linked to this, of course, is these guys.
The Hunter Orcs on foot, the foot variants.
And these guys
to be actual Hunter Orcs.
And these guys.
And these guys to be more Hunter Orcs.
So that is 12 dismounts and 2400 orcs on foot.
It's a Hunter Orc army.
That's my army, Azog's Hunter's army.
Your army of Thor.
Army of Thor. 2400 orcs, 6 Felwargs, 12
riders,
12 good bads.
That's
cool. Old leading good bads. Azog on the Warg with one of them, Fimble on the Warg with another 6, Narzug, and have we got anyone left? Yaznek. Leading the other orcs, and that's probably about 1,000 points.
Yeah.
And
that'd be cool. I've played a very similar force. Didn't go well for it.
No, it's not. Again, I'm getting them because I'm just so into the movies and the fluff at the moment, and I want to do that. Me and Tom are actually.
It's the really amazing thing is you've got them, so you can do it.
Yeah.
As I go, I really like to do that, but at the moment it's like, well, I want to do other stuff.
Yeah, and you know me, I love the scenarios, so I'm kind of generally guided by that.
Yeah.
Like my competitive army, my Asgard army's done.
It's done.
So I'm done by, at the moment, I'm having quite a lot of fun painting what I want to paint. So
very simple thing. At the moment on my paint desk, I've got some done endings that bought up. And so I want to get a warband worth of them done.
Yeah, led by Thread. Smash. But we're actually, I'm working with Tom a bit because Tom's got a lot of these models too.
Yeah.
And he is painting up the Hunter Orcs, and I'm doing the Dwarfs. And we're going to do some Dimmerall Dale stuff.
That's well cool.
Yeah. So
those scenarios
we didn't want to duplicate what we're painting.
Yeah.
So that's good. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, certainly by the end of the year, Tom should have a 100-orc army and I should have a full army as well.
That'd be amazing.
Should be quite cool.
Yeah.
So that's...
The Dremel scenarios, I really like the look at them, how you just like keep going through them, just... the dwarf heroes just keep dying.
Yeah, it's not it changes every time a dwarf hero dies. These are a bit of an extravagance.
Oh.
Polish.
More Warriors of Erebor.
Not more. These are the first Warriors of Erebor.
The first Warriors of Erebor.
Warriors of Erebor.
Yeah.
Jamie, I told you my army.
Yes.
Why do I have these?
I know why. You need shields. You paid a lot of money for shields.
I paid an awful lot of money for shields.
Yeah.
These are the shields. These dwarf shields, right?
Yeah.
I tell you what. No one in the history of the world ever used hexagonal shields.
No.
I've been looking for shields for this army because I'm using the Grimhammers, so I need to put shields on them to convert them into Warriors of Erebor. I was looking for shields. I've been to War Games fairs. I've been around all the historical things. No one ever has got. You can buy so many different types of shields.
Yeah.
You can't buy these.
Hexagonal.
I had buttons. I don't know if I'll be able to find them for you because I think they're packed away somewhere. Yeah. I found little things in Hobbycraft. These little plastic brad things that were hexagonal that I was going to use, and James Baldwin very kindly, I can't remember why it came up. I basically said, "Has anyone got?" No, I didn't say has anyone got any. I'll tell you what I did. I offered these out without shields.
Yeah.
And shameless plug, I'm happy to do that again. If anyone would like these Warriors of Erebor, which are 20 quid, without the 10 shields for 15 quid, something like that. Let me know.
Yeah.
Because that's why I now have them. My hope is to now take those 10 shields,
sell the models.
So if anyone feels like they could want some Warriors of Erebor with different shields, contact me.
Comment below, go into the Facebook group and get in touch with him.
Absolutely.
Call them out then.
So that's what they are there for, because they're great shields, and there was just no decent replicas out there.
No.
So that's what they are. So these guys, I'll categorically tell you, this is not one day. These will never ever
These will never be painted.
Because I don't like them, because the reason I converted them, as I said in my little tournament interview, they look a bit ragtag to me. They're nice models, but
I think we discussed these guys look like they've been rushed, like a militia almost.
They're like the refugees. So they're running out of Erebor,
rather than the guys who are ready to fight.
And also, take away their shields, they're defense 6.
Yeah.
Grimhammers are defense 6. They are grossly less armoured than Grimhammers.
These guys, most of them don't even have helmets.
Yeah. And so I wanted for my Battle of 5 armies
to look like them.
Real armoured.
Yeah.
And do you want to know a fun thing?
Go on.
The design of the dwarfs, the Grimhammers, as in the dwarfs we see at the Battle of Dimrill Down in the film, that was the design of the dwarfs for the Battle of 5 armies. Which is bizarre timing.
Yeah.
And Peter Jackson liked the design so much,
he wanted them.
He took it and brought it forward for the old dwarfs. And then they are redesigned for Battle of 5 armies.
Wow.
So that's kind
I bet they were well chuffed with that.
Yeah. It's more work.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
So we're about
a third of the way through.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
This should be 30.
Oh, look at this! It's the Grimhammers.
Yeah, I think
more.
I told you there were 36.
Yep.
So I've got 10 assembled.
Yeah.
There were 14, I guess, in that box we opened.
Oh yeah.
And there's the other 12.
And I know you've got some more from an eBay purchase. A bulk order.
Yeah, they're a bit rubbish. But yeah,
maybe.
They will be converted into the Warriors of Erebor.
Nice.
Look at them. How?
Yeah.
Forget these guys have shields. They are both defense 6. Look at them. How are they?
It just doesn't make sense.
They should be defense 8.
Yeah, they should be ridiculous. Like they are Kazakhs.
They're gorgeous though. The Grimhammer models are stunning.
Yeah, they are.
And like I say, I think they're worthwhile.
Yeah.
Next up, box then for you?
Yeah.
Warriors of Dale.
Yeah. Very cool.
Lovely models. Again, I can't remember who it was. Someone commented on my One Ring post, my work in progress thread, saying, you know what I said about the Lake Town Warriors? Annoying to paint for Warriors. They said the same about these. There's tons of detail.
Too detailed, I can tell already.
Which is a strange complaint, obviously, but when you're trying to
paint a lot of them.
Yeah, when you're trying to batch paint, and as I said, in my hope is that I have 18 of these.
Yeah.
At some point, maybe convert the other one into a banner. They're quite tricky to convert, is the only thing.
Yeah, they all seem to be quite. Well, they'll either be single pieces, or there's not many that.
The spearmen will be quite tricky to convert into bows.
Yes.
But I think I'm going to use or is Minas Tirith. Like just the hands.
Oh yeah.
So rather than doing kind of both weapon swaps, we're going to do hand swaps. So you just have one point, or possibly ranges, something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the hope.
Yeah, you can pick up Warriors of Minas Tirith relatively easy and cheap on eBay. So they are cool.
That's their plan. They're not particularly exciting. They're just slightly upgraded Warriors of Orion. New Norins.
New Norins, in all intents and purposes.
But good for a bit of hoarding out for the
dwarves.
army support and some missile support.
Yeah. And just cool to have for any scenario you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, any that pops up with Smaug when he gets released.
Yeah.
If he gets released, fingers crossed.
Absolutely. And these, I don't know if the data will, but these should be coming towards the end of the year for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing the Armgest tour, and then I might be leaning towards them.
Expand for the Mansfield event potentially. If it's 1,000 points again.
Let's get rid of this because you've done it.
Yep. Radagast on Slay. We unboxed this just before our tournament. Thanks to Ed Ball for donating that to James. Why does he get all the free models? God damn it. But that's Radagast on Slay, so that's in there.
Yeah.
Reason for picking him up? Just wanted
I loved it. It's awesome.
Bunnies.
It looks awesome. I'm a fan. I'm a big. You might pick up on this. I'm a big fan of the movies.
Yeah.
I'm a big apologist of the Hobbit movies.
I wouldn't be able to know from your room.
I don't. They're not perfect, but I just think they're great. They're a different version of the same story.
Yeah.
And I think he's done far more good stuff than he did bad stuff. So yeah, I'm all up for the Rabbit Slay.
Yeah.
I mainly want to paint that actually for a scenario.
Oh yeah.
I plan to working on a scenario.
Like a Warg chase.
Yeah. It's going to be him on probably rough idea.
Yeah.
Him on a board against something like Yaznig and 12 Wargs.
Yeah.
Maybe Fimble as well. Fimble's in that bit, or he should be in that bit. 6 objective markers.
Race to collect.
You write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on them, but then maybe your enemy places them. And what you have to do is hit them in the right order.
Yeah.
So you can't just go around like that.
That's cool.
You have to touch one, turn it over.
Woohoo!
If it's 1, you then look for 2. If it's 3, you have to find 1.
Yeah.
And then you have to move around a glass, touch one, and run around and hit like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he has to hit 6 before they can kill him.
Yeah.
Something like that. I haven't played tested it yet, but that's my plan. That's my goal. Some Shane Ward there, anything like that on the channel.
No, you don't.
or anyway. So yeah, that's Radagast for me.
Next.
He will then. Oh, these are combined. He will then. After that scenario, these chaps will turn up.
Oh, we unboxed him. He's not going out at the present time, but he will by the time this goes out.
Cool.
We've unboxed his. James wanted to go and do this. He wanted to try and get this done for the tournament we had been to.
I called that. Yeah. Did I call that? Did you tell me it?
I told you it.
You told me.
Yeah. I called that. I knew it was going to happen. I told you.
Yeah.
He wanted to change.
I thought that was it. I thought he'd have the twins.
Yeah.
We went to a tournament where the 2 most expensive models in your army have to exceed 250 points.
Yeah.
And I thought, because he was doing all Mad Rohan, I thought he was going to do Knight of the Pelennor and the twins.
Yeah.
Because I knew he had the twins painted. But he was going to do this, was he?
He wanted Elrond and Knights of Rivendell. Basically, for every other Son of Ale will be replaced by Knight of Rivendell with Shield.
Okay.
So he gets a few more bows so he can skirmish a bit more.
Yeah, suits his arm.
Yeah. We want to try out the Nature's Wrath with cavalry, so when he gets counter-charged he can knock you over. And also, you realise he got his drawn against Ed Ball and was really worried about Knight of Pelennor being 5-5.
Yeah.
So
so he was going to be his leader?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant he was hoping for some miraculous replay of Nature's Wrath.
No one else can do that. That was a one.
It's a given special.
That's a special.
Do they know about that?
They know all about that. There was fan art made by Craig Johnson for that.
That's one of those beautiful moments that you'll never happen again.
No.
Wonderful. So yeah, I was mainly scenario driven with them again. Yeah. As with so many of the Hobbit things for me.
Would they rush in to help Radagast?
I thought it'd be a different scenario. I had in my head something like instead of 4x4 board with Yaznik and the Wargs, these guys turn up and they have to wipe out the Wargs before maybe the Wargs can break them.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So they have to do really, really well against them. And I think it would be a really fun all-cavalry scenario, much like the scenario I think we're about to play.
Yeah, Warg Attack.
The Warg Attack one.
That'd be cool to do.
Because suddenly cavalry against infantry gets very one-sided perhaps.
Your cavalry
one way or the other. Cavalry on cavalry is quite fun and quite dynamic because everything can move really fast and you don't get the cavalry bonuses.
Yeah.
So they'll be painted up.
Cool.
But maybe not for a while because Tom Harrison, who I'm working on a lot of these scenarios with, has already done that.
He's done that already. He won the Middle Earth's Deadliest Warband with them.
Yeah. Charmed his way to victory.
Not charging in the last game because I was like, guys got 10 minutes left. He's like, okay.
He ran away.
I shot. He ran away and shot, killed one model because he knew all he had to do was beat his opponent.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was watching that top game. Yeah, what a douche.
What a douche.
He just
Harrison.
shot a few models, enough to secure himself if one died. Charged his captain in the last turn to blow all his might out, get some kills, and he won because he ran away.
That's terrible.
On a 2x2 board. 2x2.
That's it. I'm upset with that.
Poor Tom. Bad form.
We're nearly there.
Nearly there. What is this? Oh, Beyond the Bear. We just unboxed him as well. There's Beyond the Bear.
What's super special about Beyond the Bear?
Beyond the Bear.
It's linked to something I said 3 hours ago. Let's start this video.
You planning to make him for a scenario? In a battle?
When?
When? I don't know. I don't remember. Now?
Not now, but
Right now?
not now.
We're playing a game.
What did we ask them to do?
Listen to it. Oh, guess the painting. My goodness, I forgot entirely about that.
So long ago.
Yeah.
Such a big
So that is the next thing.
That's next time doing. You can stay out of the box.
You can stay out of the box.
I finished Trident and Mary Pippin last week.
Was this how we did the unboxing? So you could get him out the bottom of the box?
Yeah, I just didn't know where he was. I didn't even know I had him. But yeah, I've got him painted on the other one on foot already.
Yeah.
The bear is the next thing I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be assembling him over this week.
Do you prefer this pose or the axe pose? Prefer that pose?
I like them both, but that's a really cool pose. And
that's so classic Bayonne, isn't it?
It is annoying.
Now you got to paint another one.
You can't deny it's annoying. If you release that first, and then you release the other guy on foot, fine. You give people the option. You release the other guy first.
Everyone buys him.
Because the bear must come out on its own, surely.
Well, no, you get a second Bayonne.
It's cheeky. But the benefit is that it's 25 quid, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I think that's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
When you bear in mind that Bjorn on his own was 15 quid.
Yeah, you get a bear for 10.
Bear for a tenner.
Yeah.
Or say the bear's 15 quid, he's then down to a tenner.
Yeah.
I actually thought the bear was going to be 25 quid. That's what I had in my head.
Yeah.
So, a bit annoying, but the way I see it, I get another model.
Yeah,
So yeah, he can come over here.
He stays out.
Towards the paint desk. Which leads us to a linked combination.
So
this isn't really an unboxing, but let's get him out.
Is this from an event?
Yep. This was from by managing to scrape through and win Shadow and Sorcery.
Oh yes.
My prize.
The double win.
One of the prizes, double win.
Shadow and Sorcery. Oh no, Shadow and Sorcery was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah.
The one in March. Yeah, Titans one. What's the double win?
Worth 100.
Oh, I see, the league points, last year and this year. Yep.
The one that
first league win of this. Yeah, sorry about that.
Still bitter.
Yeah. It's Bilbo on the barrel. It was a really cool thing from Titans.
Yeah.
That they had the barrels for everyone.
Yeah.
So I managed to get him, which was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
But whilst it was cool, I was kind of like, that's a shame because I know categorically I'm going to buy the last thing from the box.
Yeah.
Which is, unbox these?
No.
Thought this might be quite exciting.
Yeah.
The barrels out of Bond.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
They are cool. They're very cool. And these are entirely unexpected, if you forgive the pun. The idea that if you'd have asked, considering how it's quite well known how kind of underwhelmingly the Hobbit range sold.
Yep.
The idea that they would do the entire company
such
in barrels
a weird
is so niche.
decision.
When we know there's the other company from the rulebook that they haven't released. The fact they do this is just incredibly surprising.
Yeah.
And
these
again,
are amazing.
They are good. And to me, I think it's fairly clear that they were already made. You know, they were meant to be in.
Yeah.
The Barrels Out of Bond thing was originally meant to be in the first film.
Yeah.
When there was only 2 films, it was going to be the end of it. So these were made. These were produced.
Ready for
the first release.
Yeah.
And so obviously they went on. And I think it's great they did them. They're absolutely stunning. and I have had them out and had a look at them. They're perfect. They're literally perfect.
They are
amazing. There are no miscasts on these guys. There's a few little bits of flash.
Yeah, sort of Dwalin's hair's got like an extra few wisps attached to it.
Yeah,
but they are just stunning
and so cool. And it took me the best part of 4 months to paint Torrance Company because I was doing one at a time.
How long do you reckon?
Doing them again.
With barrels?
Yeah, but actually with barrels it's more helpful because it's half more.
Yeah.
And I actually thought these are 40 quid.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
It is good. I think if we, for our time, if we sort of do our stretch goal again, these are going to be the top prize again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So someone actually gets to get a hold of them.
I mean, you're talking about, 40 quid is for people don't seem to mind going out, not mind, but like complain outwardly about paying 12 quid for Thranduil.
Yeah.
So 4 full-size models is 48 quid.
Yeah.
What did I say? 3. Bjorn is 15.
Yeah.
Thranduil and Thrall. 39 quid. 3 models.
Yeah, 12.
14 models.
14, of course. What am I talking about? 12. Dirty, doesn't it?
I know they're only half, but they're great.
They're amazing. They obviously used in the scenario with the river.
Yep. Or Tom Harrison, Throne of Skulls.
Objective markers.
His army was Keely, Tariel, Thranduil, Legolas, Ranger, Palace Guard. Yeah, there's 5 objective markers where 5 of these guys.
They had their display ball with them coming down the river, didn't they?
Really, really nice. So yeah, I think they're stunning.
They are amazing.
There's not too much to say about them because obviously they're Thor's Company.
Although quite a lot of people thought about having Dwalin on a barrel as their Dwalin.
Yeah.
So he's half the height.
Yeah.
Tucked away behind.
And in the way.
And in the way for the barrel. Yeah.
You could do it for all of them.
Yeah. Scumbags.
You could do it for all of them. What about the idea of converting a bomber into
a barrel with weapons sticking out? That would be cool.
And I think the normal plastic bomber model lends itself to it
because he's got his sort of his hands are in that position already.
Amazing scene, brilliant scene in the movie. It's cool.
And these bases were made in 2003. Look at that. You can't see it.
Is that when they were actually cast, or is that just when that? Must be when that mould was made.
That was when that mould was made.
It's a good mould.
Yeah, good mould. It's lasted them a long time.
But yeah, they are gorgeous. Again, now because we're combining things, Tom's made a really good job of these.
So you don't.
So he's painting them up. So if we do that scenario, it's like I've painted Torrance Company.
Yeah. Do it again.
You may have noticed I have some stuff to paint.
Yeah. Just a little.
Do I paint Torrance Company again now?
I don't think you need to. If Tom's doing it for your scenarios, these guys can be sit back and wait.
One day.
One day.
One day.
One day. One day more.
One day. One day. One day. One day.
Someday. One day.
One day.
That someday soon.
There's also 3,000 point Empire War Master army up there.
Oh yeah.
Another 1,500 points of High Elves. Another 1,500 points of Undead for War Master. Some Wild West gangs. About 1,000 points of Galathrim and Wood Elves, or Hobbit style.
Get them out.
I can't. I have a problem. And the bizarre thing is that people watching this, particularly like Dave Frederick, well, probably a lot of people, like Dave Fredericks I know, and Kev Lawrence, who this doesn't even come close. To what they've got.
I think even Ed Ball probably could.
I'm sure an awful lot of people could do it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting. Like we hope.
Yeah.
It's interesting or deeply, deeply boring.
Yeah.
But it's
people love it.
Yeah. It's what the hobby does.
It's what you're getting into, kids.
Yeah.
Don't need drugs.
No, you do not. So yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah.
That's my main plot.
Yeah. Plus the 6 cases worth of other models.
Doesn't even touch the sides.
No. So that's been unboxing the box and discussing a couple of.
I have no idea how long this was.
Me either. Yours doesn't have it. We've drained the battery. So hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Comment on which is your favourite of Damien's models.
What should I paint next?
Yeah, what should you paint next besides Beyond the Bear?
Yeah. Beyond's definitely next.
Yeah. So how's yours? Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy battle game.